portobello mushroom. Here's what it looks like from the other side. And when you cook with it, you want to remove the stem and the gills. The stems are very tough and fibrous. That's why you take the stems off. The gills give food a kind of a muddy flavor, so that's why you don't want them in there. And then you can either use a soft vegetable brush to clean the top underwater, or you can take a damp paper towel and just wipe the top around real well to get any dirt off. So here's one scraped, and I'm going to give it a little rinse. And I'm going to rub the top gently with a little vegetable brush. And here's the one that has not been done yet. Just kind of pull that stem out. So I'm going to scrape all these out gently with a spoon, being really careful not to break off the edges. It's actually kind of fun. Recipe calls for two 2-ounce portobello mushroom caps. So this would be 1 serving, this one. And the recipe calls for mushrooms with some cooking spray. Here we go. And cook them, broil them for 3 to 4 minutes on each side. I have sprayed them on both sides, and I will put them in. So, Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes.
4 minutes, starting now.
So I'll flip them over after 3 or 4 minutes. So my mushrooms are in there. You're actually supposed to broil them until they're tender. So basically, you'll start to see them get a little bit watery in the middle, and when you put a fork in, it'll go in fairly easily. Something that you should know when buying portobello mushrooms is very often they'll come wrapped up like you know, in a styrofoam tray with plastic wrap around them. But if you can get them loose, then that will enable you to check the underside and make sure that the gills are not wet or slimy at all, because that means you've got a really old mushroom. You want them to be just dry and standing up nicely. So I've been broiling these. It's been longer than 4 minutes. As they cook, they release water. It's kind of tender there. The stem area in this one's a little tender. This one is tougher. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them in for just a few more minutes here, maybe 3 more minutes. It's actually a lot easier to cook this than it looks like in this video, you know, because I'm doing every step and I'm trying to put it on the video, and already I see I did some of the steps and I thought the video was running and it wasn't. So, you know, basically after the first time you clean your first portobello mushroom, you'll know what to do, and it'll just take you a few seconds. And, you know, you broil it. You put in the tomato sauce with the cheese on top, you broil it to melt the cheese, and you're set. So it really is not very complicated or lengthy at all to make this. Here are my mushroom caps, and the next thing that's going to go on is the tomato sauce. I've added the tomato sauce, and what I'm going to do is I am going to place this on my scale because each one of these will get 4 ounces of mozzarella. So I'll turn it on, and it starts off as 0, and I'll put the mozzarella on. It's a whole heck of a lot of mozzarella, isn't it? Whoa. Okay, I think I'm gonna slide my plate, which can go into the oven, in there to melt the mozzarella. Okay, so I put a little spinach around my plate for presentation, and there it is. So it's got you know, substance to it when you cut into it. You know, it actually looks like a piece of meat. Mmm.